Good morning. It is Monday. Oh, my stomach. And it is coffee time. You may be asking why a thermos, thermos, whatever you call them. No, I'm not leaving the house. It's just that it's so darn cold in here that I want a warm coffee or hot coffee, I guess, and it will get cold if I don't put it in some sort of container. Hi, my name is Brenda. I live here in currently rainy San Francisco. I believe we have a storm this week. Anyways, I am a paralegal and today is a work from home day because I have a hybrid schedule, yay, but I do have to eventually go into the office, but not today. So we're gonna take advantage of that, which means unlimited snacks that I like, because at my office there's usually either never snacks or snacks that I'm like, no. And here it's everything that I like, and sure, I have to pay for it, but I mean, technically, you know. Just like these two are gonna get together. So while making my coffee, I've noticed that Alana is a little sad, which likely means that she needs a little water. It probably means that I have like maybe an hour before she like completely plays dead. So we're gonna go ahead and water Alana here. Just like try to be careful. Oh yeah, that thing is dry. Dry. Here we go. That was a dumb idea. That was hot. I just burned myself. I'm also gonna grab a waffle and then just eat that for a mid-morning brunch before I go back into my office. Now, I'm not at all a plant expert, so I kind of just make sure I water my plants, but I don't do much else like too special to them. And me and Lana have a very special relationship where she just tells me when she needs water and then I listen. So, but yeah, so, me and Lana have a very special relationship. When she starts being a little droopy, I give her water. So I just put some in a bowl just so she can absorb it. Once she's like fully like back to her little fluff and the soil on the top seems moist enough, then I'll put her back. But usually once I see her doing this, it's a sign that my other plant needs water. And that would be this plant, Elizabeth Taylor. She feels a little dry from the top, so she definitely is gonna need some water. So once Lana's finished, then I'll put Elizabeth in and that'll be good. But I'm sure that my other plants also need water, like Adele here. She definitely, her leaves are starting to droop down a little bit, and that's kind of what I follow. As for the orchid, this is like my, I guess, public announcement, like for nobody that I know to give me orchids. I don't know how to take care of them. They kind of are like I love how beautiful they are, and ideally I'm like, I would love to have a nice orchid, but it just seems like something that's not really like possible for me at this point in my life. Like, this is my second orchid. I have another one by the sink that is Alive by Pure Miracle. But orchids are not my, in general, I'm not a green thumb. I just happen to have plants that have survived. And yeah, I do notice for some of the plants when they need water, it's just like you start noticing their leaves. But then for some of them, I'm just like, well, you know, Alana, not why I don't actually. Lana triggers me watering this plant, but then watering like plants like my like ivy up there. Like if I have to water ivy, that means I have to water every single plant. What it feels like, because the plants over here, like Lana and Adele, they're more. They'll tell you very easily when they need water because they will like die on you. It smells so good. And also feed the dog because she's just staring at me. It's really weird. Right, so now we have Elizabeth Taylor getting some water. Probably will put a little bit more water in there for her so she can soak it up. But our girl Lana over here, she's back. As you can see, she's spongy. She's strong, and she has enough water. The top of the soil is wet. I'm probably gonna water Adele next. The orchid doesn't really. I don't really water her as much because I can tell the water levels on the little theme above. Alright, so I think I need to water my other plants as well. So, got my pot filled, and I'll probably also introduce you because I am that person that names her plants. Not all of them have names. Like, I just came up with Elizabeth, Adele, and Lana like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, so not all of them have names. We might have to come up with them together, you know? Come up with the names together. Say I am guilty of neglecting them recently. The last plant that I showed, I think she's in a bit of a rough state, and that is completely like me also kind of like I don't know what to do about it. But technically it looks like she's still completely there. She's just probably not. She's just gotta wait until spring when I can put her and back to like a pot that she in an area she might like, because she used to be in the planter that's over there. Like technically that plant was just one plant, and I bought it when I first moved into this apartment, and then it grew a lot. Like it was just too much for that tiny pot in there, and it was like getting super duper crowded, so I decided to separate them. And I had bought some like planters, but the planters came in broken, and I ordered it again, and again it came out broken. So then I just had to like work with the pots that I had. And so For whatever reason, the one that got like the leftover pot, she's doing fantastic. Like she's doing fine. Her leaves look healthy. And then the one over there was like, you know, that one is the one that's like, just like, no, I'm not happy here. So hopefully come spring, I can sort it out. Maybe combine her again with her siblings, because the issue was like also their roots were so intertwined. It was really hard, and I think those are the ones that have like really funny looking roots. No offense to them, but like it kind of looks like little fingers, like kind of gross me out. The rubber trees I think are fine where they are right now. Come spring, it would just probably be like, you know, kind of a freshen up, or if I do find them like better, not better, but like the pots, because I think the pots are fine. Maybe like, because one of them wasn't supposed to be in the pot that they're in. Those two plants, like the one that, anyways, the rubber plant, and then I don't know the name of the one over there, but those two, I only bought one, and then they just kind of grew, and they outgrew like being together. So then I ended up with more plants, completely not on purpose. One of my plants, Uma, she's like survived. I don't know how. Like I literally have had so many moments when I thought I killed her, and she's still there. You know, she like that little crusty dog. And but she hasn't flowered in years. Technically, she's a flowering plant, but she hasn't flowered in years. And she was like the first like plant outside of the succulents, like out of like Steven, who's a tiger tooth kind of like succulent, and out of the cacti, like she was like the first plant. And yeah, that one, she hasn't bloomed, but I'm surprised she's like still alive. Like right now she's pretty full. I think she's doing pretty good, all things considered, because I downsized her into a smaller pot, because I think I gave the pot she was in to another plant. There was a whole shuffle that happened when I did the repotting during spring this year. And from there, like Sarah, she's doing fine. She just is growing a lot, and I'm probably gonna run into similar issues that I'm running with Vi, which is my pothos, and that's like they're growing really stringy and long, and it's wonderful. But like with the pothos, I'm like, she only likes that spot on top of the fridge. This is Gondwana, the Monstera, and she's doing fine. But I also don't know how I've managed. I also got her here in this apartment, and then I have Laurasia. I think in the living room, she's the newest addition, and I don't know how I'm doing with her either. She had more leaves before, but they've been dying. I honestly don't know how to really care for her. I bought her because she was pretty, and I thought I was up for the challenge, and now I'm like, oh no. Also, the leaf is growing kind of funny. I'm like, oh no, I don't know what to do with her, so that she like grows nice and beautiful and like the best she can be. Because I had to move Gondwana over here. She used to be in the corner where Laurasia is now at, and Laurasia used to be in the corner over there, and she was doing okay, but then the leaves started falling. But then when I moved the Gondwana, I was like, it just kind of doesn't make sense. Like the corner looks really uneven. It looks really weird. And yeah, so there, a lot of thought process has gone into this. And if you're wondering where Gondwana and Laurasia came from, it's technically the two continents. During the, hold on, I know this. I feel like I'm taking a test. The Jurassic. Where's my phone? I have notes on this, and you may be wondering why I had notes. For my birthday this year, my wonderful coworkers who are no longer at my job, we went to the Museum of Natural History, the California Academy of Sciences for their Machosaurus exhibit, which is a dinosaur, and I'm big on dinosaurs, and they kind of like threw me like a mini like birthday picnic. It was the sweetest thing ever. But I prepared this because I'm like, they're gonna ask me questions, and if I'm a perfectionist, so I'm like, I'm gonna feel like a fraud if I don't know every single answer. Yeah, I was right. So during the Jurassic, Pangea splits into Laurasia and Gondwana. I think Gondwana is in the south and Laurasia is in the north. my notes right here. I don't know, you can't see them. Oh well, but it's all there. And I can do a small TED talk on it, on the fun facts that I know about the dinosaurs. Like, did you know that during this time, Jurassic is where you get all the lush vegetation? Also, Jurassic has some like Stegosaurus. My favorite dinosaur is the Allosaurus, but it isn't until the Cretaceous that you find all of the dinosaurs that come out in Jurassic Park. Technically not accurate name. Also, Cretaceous period is when you start seeing bugs like bees and butterflies, which is kind of cool to think that their ancestors were around the same time as like a velociraptor and a T-Rex. It's pretty cool. Anyways, so that's my spiel on my poor plants. I've recently been dubbed having too many plants, which I talked to my friend yesterday about, because she has over 100 plants in her apartment. And I was like, can you believe I'm being dubbed a plant lady? And then she was like, you do have a lot of plants. And I was like, whoa, 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 you know, like, you have 100 plants. How does my measly handful of plants match up to it? But you know, like, my family might have a point. I might have a slight problem, because every time I go to Trader Joe's, if I find a cute plant, it might come home with me, which is how I ended up with the rubber plant, the Monstera, how I ended up with Elizabeth Taylor, Lana Del Rey, Adele, pothos. She's actually a clipping that my mom gave me from her pothos that she's had for years. Then like Sarah and the plants, those ones, I don't know what they're called. I got those at Plant Therapy when I first moved into this apartment. Most of my plants have been brought to you by Trader Joe's. I don't have much plans for the rest of the night other than finish doing laundry. I decided to do laundry because I figured that I will not have time to do it because Christmas is a week away. So we got laundry going. My room's a little bit of a mess right now because of laundry, and I also need to like sweep and like clean up stuff. I'm still not done wrapping Christmas gifts because I'm still hoping that my sister's gifts get here on time. I need to like allow myself and give myself permission to just sit here in the living room one day and just watch Christmas movies, because I don't think I've watched anything Christmas themed, that like movies that are Hallmark, which are my favorite type of movies. I don't know, it feels like I haven't been allowing myself, because my brain is preoccupied with other things, and I think it's just like because I have too much going on in my brain and all around me that I'm struggling hard. I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.